So here I am. It's a lot quieter. I've never been here before. It's a nice little place. The west side of Iwakura station, in the corner of the quadrant. The staff are quite friendly. I'm not sure if this Wi-Fi is working properly. Look, this guy's organised drinking. I did want some. So, チラシでなんとかステーキある ?400。お願いします。T-bone steak, 400 yen. I feel like Tyson Fury. Talking to Tyson Fury, his younger half brother is going to fight Jake Paul. Jake Paul, that's it. But I saw him on the warm up, and Tyson Fury's younger brother looks the business. He's very, when he put his arms up like that, they look very big, shoulders big, arms big. And then Jake Paul did the same thing. He just looked embarrassing. And the world is watching for the fucking wanting to see this cunt get knocked out. They've got a slush machine here. How many izakayas in Japan have got a slushy machine? Brain freeze. They could use it as a torture, couldn't they? Brain freeze. Free chicken. I won't take it out, and then I've just had teishoku. That's a meal, but with sashimi. Wasn't a lot of sashimi, but I guess it's still not too bad. This is teishoku, something like this. That's like a meal: rice, soup, pickles. You could have fish, chicken. When I came in before, and you joined line, the thing they have in Japan, and you got a free drink. These are Japanese sit-down comedians. So if they tell a good joke, they get a cushion. If they tell a bad joke, they get a cushion taken away. So this is the drink for today. Also, my neighbour's in, so I bought him a drink as well. He's with a friend. I sent him a bottle of beer over. Works out cheaper than 2 fucking draft beers. Because I owed him 6,000 yen for his car parking, and I didn't pay that. And then he wanted 6,000 yen for the local lights or something like that, and I didn't pay that, so we're not fucking getting it. So I thought I'd send him a beer over. I would love to win on the lottery. One of my things would be, I don't know, I'd probably come to fucking one of those posh wine cabinets. I got a wine cabinet once, a very tall one. It was really cool, but unfortunately it just wasn't working. I should have had it repaired. Here's my steak. Thank you, that's not bad for 400 yen. Look at that. 400 yen with fucking cayenne pepper thrown all over the fucking thing. For fucking 400 yen, that's pretty good. I have had like meat like this at Gusto, and Joyful, and they were awful. These are quite nice. Soft. So I saw something in the computer today, and when Britain joined the common market in the 1970s, we used to get a lot of sheep meat from Australia and New Zealand, especially sheep from New Zealand, and then we just went, fuck off. And it looks now as though we are now going to start buying meat again from lamb and beef. Luckily for the Kiwis, what they did, they managed to start selling the meat to the Saudi Arabians or in the Middle East. So, これは特別値段でしょう。いや、そうだったんです。普通はいくら？普通でもやってないんですよね、普段。あ、そうですか。今日はこれでやってますけど、これ。今日だけ？今日は最後？今日は最後じゃないですけど、まだちょっとわかんないです。日にちはちょっとあるだけ。うん、美味しい。ありがとうございます。Could do a fucking steak after. It's the fat. I found the fat. That's something. Look at that. Intensive. Saw me struggling. Came over top now. Big difference when the staff are friendly, without a doubt. It makes you want to come back. I went in a Indian restaurant in this city. I won't say it's fucking Nepali or Pakistani. But the fucking guy that was serving, bringing the food, had such a fucking attitude problem. Maybe I shouldn't have set the table on fire. I might have another one of these. Happy Halloween. Which Yoshi is that? Is that who am I? Happy Sunday. Very sweet, this. It's a little bit too sweet. Sumasan. Sen moi pan, I'm not surprised. Until I get the fucking shop later. I must admit, it's nice, but it is sweet. If I have this again, I'll have to tell them not to make it so sweet. I don't know. I can't see that your thumbnail. Have you got a big beard there or what? Or are you sitting in the clouds? Is it Yoshi from the Hilton? Oh yeah. Just cut his arm. I might try out the lemon sour next. I'm going to get my head shaved, start going to the sauna. All right, Ed, thank God for that. Somebody's turned up. Just the right person. I don't know if I said this the other day, Ed, but like a lot of people have been paying attention to me in the town this last week. And today, what I did a search on the internet for like Iwakura Gaikokujin, and there was a story about me. Several passages, and there was a few of my videos up there. You remember when I was in Gusto, and I shouted out, "Fucking shut up" or something like that. That is a clip on one of these videos with all what I was saying, like, for fuck's sake, fucking hell, shut up, and shut up for fucking hell's sake, or whatever. And they fucking printed that out, and it's got many thousands of views. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on my channel next week, and so even Santa is going to get cancelled. And then there was another one on there where I'm calling Japanese people, "You bunch of fucking worthless cunts," because I'd asked for like I asked for some to donate to my channel, and then they were all slagging me, and this made me really fucking mad and angry for a change. And I wasn't very kind to these people, and that's on there as well. So I get a feeling that I've been on television, and I can't imagine it have been positive, unless the Japanese people want to learn how to say fuck off, cunt and bastard. Oh, on the flight itself, yeah, there's fucking it's fucking mayhem, isn't it? No, but I can't imagine why though. People have been fucking locked in their houses all this time. It's very easy to understand why. All these fucking pent-up problems over the last fucking year or whatever in a lot of parts of the world make your hands really tough. Put gloves on, and then put gloves on, and then in the fingers of the gloves, break these in half, put these in the fingers, and then fucking slap them. Yeah, don't use your dick, Ed. Don't use your dick. You might break it. Geek and Jason haven't been on for a while. I wonder if I think Geek's granddad was a bit. He hasn't been on best form last few months. Yeah, it's been. I've been watching all. They, I was reading something. There's a few that get into the news or on social media, but someone was saying that there's like over 1,000 of these incidents in America since the lockdown. There's about 1,500 incidents of fucking passengers going crazy on the plane. And they're talking of like a national ban. So once the person's been crazy, they're passing their name to other airlines, so this person can't fly. Is that a blackjack? Is that like a little kosh? No, I do the what he did on that revenge film. You know, just wrote loads of coins in a sock. But I would definitely fucking stay out of. But like I say, I'm just normally like going crazy over nothing. God knows what I'd be like if I'd have been locked up. Yeah. Well, you could try watching the movies. But you don't. Well, they get thrown off, don't they, Ed? So, and especially some people, they fucking divert flights, and then you're responsible for the fucking cost of the diversion of the flight. I'm going to try and do a note. I was going to start today, but I did want to go on for the last time today and talk about this fucking. I don't know if it's a problem, but I don't, because like a few days ago, there were a few Japanese people and they were really fucking aggressive. It wouldn't get through security, would it? Or was it now? Oh, I was watching this. This documentary about this killer, this murderer in Seoul, and it just reminded me of what's happening in America when these. So like if you had coppers from two districts, they didn't touch each other. This district was this fucking area is responsible, and districts did the same thing. So they were jealous of each other because if they solved the crime, then they could get promoted. And as you know, like in America, they just fucking arrest anybody and fucking frame them and then say, look at me, I'm a good cop. And then they get fucking, then they start climbing the fucking promotion ladder. You know, like how you can put someone away in jail just so that you can get promoted or fucking extra money. Fucking cunts. Whoever, wherever they are. How can you not have a conscience of putting someone away for, even if it's only like fucking 6 months or a year? But some of these people in America, they've been away for fucking 10, 20, 30 years. Because the coppers wouldn't manage to get the fucking, because even the district attorney, if they put away what seems to be a bad person, then they get promoted as well. They should start locking these fuckers away. If they know, If they know they've been fucking barred in fucking jailing these people, they should round up all these fucking coppers, retired or not, throw them in the fucking prison. I don't think you're going to get that on it. Are you walking all right now with your hips all settled in? Yeah, but when you start flinging it about, people might notice. Okay, cool. So are you walking again? No, it looks like the Halloween night. And did you show you this? Did you watch this show? This is the biggest show on Netflix. I can't imagine going out and spending fucking 3,000 or 4,000 yen on a new tracksuit and then putting numbers. Or maybe it was the shops that rented them out. So Jason was telling me he can get to Japan at the end of the year, but I saw a gaijin guy on YouTube, and he was saying that you still can't get into Japan. But he says and he says even though the numbers are low in Japan, but that's because everybody's wearing a mask. If people are going to come in from other countries, they might fucking bring it in again. Did you watch that series, Ed? The Squid? Aye, it's all kicking off. Looks like Tokyo cops have come. I think at one point it was just Japanese could get in, and then if you were you would definitely, yeah, you wouldn't get in. But if you'd been overseas and you were like me, if you were like me and you'd been overseas, you could get in, but not if you'd been to certain countries. Ed, have you ever done fucking this? We've got an English person and a Mexico person. Well, I like her that in the red there. That's good. I have got my dad's sister, youngest sister. She married, and she married to someone called George Hallows. And I can't remember if any of her kids are called Hallows, because she got remarried. I think if any of these people came near me, I'd just say, fuck off. Yeah, it depends on what the situation is in the country they're coming from. If they've got like a low, safe count or something like that, then they can get in. But if it's like high, like America and England, I don't think they'll be able to get in now at the moment. It's just too high. Because I said this guy on the internet, either yesterday or today, he was like asking people to join him in a campaign to get people to come into the country again. Do you want to come in? Oh yeah, that's another thing. Is you need to have done the. You need to. I haven't had anything yet. I'm like the iced tea. Is it? I'm like iced tea. I've just had a T-bone steak. Yeah, who was I talking to? Oh, I don't know if you met this girl on Mew Mew from Sweden. She actually had a really bad reaction, like with her fillings and teeth. And in Sweden, it looks like it's more expensive than America for dental work. I think in Japan at the moment they're developing a tablet, a pill. Maybe in Europe as well. What? So it was all right? Was your eyelid all right before that? You weren't having problems before that. It was just after the booster you got problems. Did it? Wow. It's fucking all sorts. That might be a reason why I don't want to take it. I read these stories, and there were a few people in Tokyo in Japan. I can't remember where the city, but there were 2 or 3 people that died in Japan. Oh, look, blah blah blah. Let's have a look at these two. Look at these twats. Ooh la la. Cheer girl. Yeah, but there's still massive amounts of new cases in America and India, Brazil, England. There's still fucking 30,000 cases a day in England, United Kingdom, whatever you want to call it. It was up to fucking 50,000 beginning of the week. 50,000 new cases. Britain was supposed to be one of the highly inoculated countries in the world. Hello, Basti. Have you? I don't know, man. Have you been here before? Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought it was 2 years. But a lot more people died then, didn't they? Was it? I don't. Was it 100 million or something? Okay, man. Are you Basti? Are you from America or UK? Okay, man. Oh, Michigan, that's where they stopped pulling people up now in Michigan, haven't they? for like small offences on the cars to stop coppers killing people. I suggested this a long time ago. If they see, no, but the cops want to pull up so they can fucking instigate things or start things. But if they had a simple look, if someone's rear light was, if there was a problem with the rear light, they should take the number of the car, take a photograph or something, and then give them, say, we'll give you 1 month to fix that problem. I'm not sure if I'm getting free Wi-Fi here, but it's the last day of my monthly stream, so I'm okay. I guess is that a rough place, is it? Yeah, are there harbours in Michigan? Oh, it's on the side of the lake or something. I lived for a while. I lived with a Japanese girl in the harbour in Vancouver, and I was asked to leave by the police. Will you vacate the house? Well, when the fucking see those beachfront properties will be all underwater in fucking 10 years. Well, I don't know. I've seen this on Halloween, but I think because the cosplay people are a lot more interesting. That's where fucking he is. What do you call him? The guy that went to X-Rocket, went to the moon, Elon Musk. He's in Detroit, I've heard. If all the poor people in Detroit had got help to buy their fucking houses, because separated, what does that mean, separated immigrant families? Does that mean a family separated from their country? There must be houses, there must be places in America where you can buy a house for like $50,000, $100,000, yeah? In England, there's places you can buy a house for fucking... Well, from the kids at the border. Yeah, well, they were real cunts, weren't they, doing that? Fucking Trump's policies, fucking evil. Tell them that you lost your grandkid, Ed. just bring your Spanish up to par. I just had that steak. It was all right, nice and soft, but it's just fucking really sweet. Fuck, what the fuck did they do? Cheers, Bass. Exactly, that's what you got to do. You're his adopted granddad. Don't start fucking him up the arse like the last one. Yeah, I was watching something. There was a demonstration in Mexico on, and they showed you this, and there were like these women going round in a big circle, and they were just fed up with all the fucking machismo. It's just fucking Mexico and South America, isn't it? All this fucking machismo, and they're just fucking. They're saying that so many, women in Mexico are fucking beaten, fucking raped or killed on the road. But once it's in the system, I am sure that Britain, Australia, lots of places were like that with this bullshit fucking macho man stuff. But then they just grow out of it, when they can't get a fucking girlfriend. This restaurant, what they're doing is they're giving away fried chicken to all the customers, and you can eat it you can eat it here, or you can take it home with you. Yeah, it's shocking, isn't it? It's I think the police, a lot of the police, they just went over to the fucking cartels, didn't they? Or the police started fucking stealing the cartels or making their own cartels. It's got to be one of the worst fucking countries. For this, I just feel really sorry because they've got great food, they've got great music. Someone so that on Facebook or Instagram, someone posted, I don't know, they showed you all this maize, and it wasn't bright yellow, it was all different colours, different coloured maize, and they said now they're going to start selling the real maize, for example, like white bread. White bread has got all the fucking goodness has been taken out of it, white sugar, same thing. And so to sell corn, what they did, they made it yellow, or maize or whatever. And I just said, I said, it doesn't matter, says the Mexicans will still be midgets. If anyone from a cartel is watching, I'm kidding. And my name is Ryan Boundless. It's the Mexicans and the fucking Peruvians with the fucking potatoes. There's just very little fucking vitamins in them. Tastes fucking great, but very good. Yeah, someone put on the very sad. It was a reminder that in 1978, 3 men went into a bar on a Halloween's night, and they shot 8 people and killed 8 people and injured so many more people. Just now, like how evil people can be. Yeah, when the Troubles were on, I was like a teenager, so I really didn't understand what it was all about. I didn't really understand what the internment camps were about either. I wasn't. Well, they certainly didn't fucking teach it in school. Ed, do you know what an internment camp is? It's what they did with the Japanese in the Second World War. They put them into camps so they couldn't get up to couldn't get into any trouble. Ed, where do you want to fly to, pal? So, so now the in-flight entertainment are the passengers fighting. There you go. Do a return trip. Do a short return trip. Fly to Reno. Can you get a flight to Reno? No, it's not very far. I had my credit card cut up in Reno. Oh, there you go. Of course. Apparently, in Japan, they had a thing on sale for a tabi hodai. So a tabi hodai, you could fly anywhere you wanted in Japan for 1 month, and I think it was either 20,000 yen or 25,000 yen. And even now, you can. I don't know how this works, but you can fly for 4,000 or 5,000 yen, but you don't know where you're going to. I'd have to find out about that. See if you can, because you need it to be a return. Because if you wanted, let's say you wanted to take a flight, and you flew to and you drew like Hokkaido, and then from Hokkaido, do you fucking fly somewhere else? You can get on the trip. Now you can have a t-shirt. You can have a t-shirt made of, now my hip is better. I just have to watch in Japan now and just see. We know there are a lot of people. They were blaming. So when in the beginning of August, it went to 25,000 new cases, and that's when they did another close down for 6 weeks or 8 weeks. And they were saying that because of Obon, all the families getting together, that's what created it. Nothing to do with the Olympics. Nothing to do with the 100,000 or 200,000 people that came into the country. It was all down to the faults of relatives meeting. I kind of find that hard to believe because they still wear the masks. Oh, he's a musician. So were you entertaining coming back to Japan then, Ed? Yeah. What's that first rule about Fight Club? No one will fucking tell me. I haven't read. I don't think I've read that book, Fight Club. Or maybe I should read it. I want to read a lot of books. They stopped that, and they stopped handing out the tequila as well. I think tequila's the fighting drink, isn't it? I like homemade. I like homemade sangria. We used to make it at the Mexican bar. Just makes you fucking really happy. Brandy, 7.5 litres of wine, or 14 bottles of wine, half a bottle of brandy and fruit. Oh, he's a fat chubby fella. So when I was reading my bio, I don't know if did you catch that earlier, Ed? Yeah, yeah, someone put up a and it was like in Falkirk in Scotland, and there were two. You know what these fucking wankers are like when they're at these football games. All right, but my neighbour, say hello. これは一家のこの人はラスベガスでいる。ラスベガス、友達。ラスベガス。そう、彼は、そう、奥さんは日本人。そう、ずっと前に、そう、日本で住んでました。帰りたいんだって。日本に。Ed, this is お金持ちよ、この人。すごいお金持ち。
My friend, my friend. 俺さ、
はい。
沖縄行くよ。
はい。
沖縄。
行く？いつ？
火曜日。
火曜日？何日？2日？奥さんと友達。ナイス。いくら？2万円行きたい。そのある？どこにある？2万円。
今あるよ。
あ、そう。
声出るけど。
はい。
そうそう。今も皆さんの。
OK。教えてありがとう。Thank you. You're welcome. 友達は読む？お金ください。聞こえたから、そう彼も日本語もわかる。私はお金持ちだから、そう彼はお金ください。ありがとうね、maybe行きたい。2万円行きたい。どこに見た？ HIS。新聞で。電話した。電話でやった。ありがとう。行きたい。maybe 再来週。OK。そうそう。今カラオケ？OK。ありがとうね。Take care. Yeah, so this fella, I thought he was, after he'd finished work, I thought he was like turning into like a daytime drinker. He's got fucking is it Alzheimer's? What's the other one? Wilkinson's. Parkinson's, that's it. He's got Parkinson's disease. And so it affects the voice. But like you say, fucking Okinawa, 2-day trip. 2-day trip, 20,000 yen. That is right up my fucking alley. That's all right, isn't it, Ed? Never know, you might get hit by fucking one of Elon Musk rockets. But so the prosecutor has told me that if he doesn't hear from me in the next week, I'm out of trouble. Excuse me. This shirt, this cricket jumper's shrunk. Right. I had some problem with the local police. Well, and I got caught doing something, and I had reasons for doing it, and I explained that to the prosecutor on Friday, and he said, "We're gonna forgive you," in Japanese, when I explained the situation. And they said that, and he says it's finished, but he said, but like he's gonna check that the things I told him weren't pork pies. That he was just throwing some rubbish away, and it was in the right place. It was in the right pickup place, so there's nothing violent. But apparently, some of it was on the wrong day, so that was a problem. But the thing was, Ed, I had got this other case hanging over my head from a few years ago. And the previous prosecutor said that if I was in trouble again, it was going to be a big fine or a jail sentence. So that was hanging over my head. So it was a great relief. But like I said, I've still got. I'm hoping that I just don't get a phone call from him in the next fucking 5 days. If I don't, then it's all over. So, because fuck off, cunt. My other mate said that. No, I might do. Well, that's I preferred given the choice of trying to stop myself. You went. So this cunt, you might have seen him on my channel. Rick, the guy that lives in the mountains. We had a drink together, and he'd fucking been drinking all day, and he took home he took a load of fucking light tubes for me, and I said to him, before you go, why don't you have a sleep, have a rest? Ignored me, drove in the complete opposite direction, fucking crashed into a farmer's field, fucking light tubes all over the place. Calls Jaff, they can't pull him out. Jaff called the police, and so he's fucking done for drunk driving. Then he gives my name to the police. So I don't I don't take the phone call for fucking weeks and weeks. And then he says to a mutual friend, it would be good for Gary to go to jail for 5 years. You cunt? You don't give your fucking mate's name to the fucking police if you've been dropped in the shit. Why should I start exercising like an hour later than usual? Well, of course it is. That's not the point. They couldn't drop me in the shit, and then he thinks he's like what you just said, it could do you some good. What? No, and I must admit, I did consider that it could happen if, like, I did a month or 3 months or something like that. He grasped me up. And then he's trying to make out that I'm the fucking bad guy. He's driving in the fucking truck with a fucking flask of fucking whiskey. So when he crashes and the police come to the fucking crash site, they find cans of fucking beer, cans of fucking shochu, 9% Chuhai, and a fucking flask of whiskey floating in the fucking paddy field. He's been doing it for fucking 40 years. He calls himself the king of drunk driving. Because as you know, in those situations, that if it can be proved, I'm liable as well. I'm liable for a very fucking large fine. I'm fucking really fucking grateful, because he set off about 11:30, I think, something like that. So there's not any people on the roads. There are people in cars, but there's no pedestrians. If he'd have fucking hit a pedestrian, that would have been. But like I said, the only thing I can say is that I told him to fucking sleep before he fucking set off. But you know what these fucking Americans like. No, what he's been doing, because he hasn't been meeting his girlfriend, so he wants company. He's lonely, and so he drives over to my place, and sometimes I've got something for him to take away. He helps me, and sometimes we have a drink. So we had a drink, and what we used to do is drink in the truck. And so we were drinking in the truck, and then we went outside, and on this fucking near the supermarket, and there was like some fire escape stairs. So we were sitting on there, but we were being noisy, fucking gabbing away. Someone called the police. I see the police coming our way, so I grab hold of him and I said, come on, let's get away from here. So we fucking walked down the fire escape over to the supermarket, and the police come round the corner and drive past us. So then we go back to my place, and we fucking load his truck up with a lot of fucking neon tubes. And when he sets off, he set off home in the fucking completely opposite direction. And so I phoned him the next morning about fucking 10 or 11 o'clock saying, oh, you're all right, because I was a bit worried about him. And it did cross my mind that he might fucking crash with like jokingly, I thought if he fucking crashes with the fucking tubes because they weren't strapped down. And he fucking did. But the worst thing about it is blaming this situation on the friends that he keeps. Me. No, not if they'd have dug more. They couldn't prove anything. That's why my liability would have been very small. They couldn't prove anything. So, but for example, if he was one of these people that make films and then he was filming something on his phone, then that would have been a different case. I don't know where this is. I'm not sure where this is, Ed. But this is, he said it was the sea. But fuck knows where Cookie. I don't know what that is. It looks certainly fucking scary. No, he's fucking 68, but he's very, very fucking immature. That's his problem. Like anything like that, it's like I said. I had a scary moment when I was drink driving. I had it twice, and I fucking never drink that much again and drive that much. It's fucking scary. No, he's done it all the time. He brags that he's the fucking king. He's the drunk driving champion. He's been pulled over by the police in this area twice, and twice he's got off. It didn't break the limit. So he's already received 2 warnings, and then he goes and does this. But not only that, I've got some more fucking tubes. Yeah, of course, yeah. He's been here. Well, he was in the Marines, and then he went to Okinawa. He was in the Marines in Okinawa, and then he got a dishonourable discharge of some sorts, and then he stayed there. But this was early 20s, so he's been here maybe like 40, 45 years. But like I say, he's just very immature for this age. So like my other friend, he's also an ex-Marine, and he's from America. They both had like fucking six wives, 5 wives, 6 kids, 5 kids. They both had lots of kids and wives. Here's the fucking kicker to the story, and you'll like this. So, this guy, he's been going out with this woman. She's an accordion player. She's fucking Japanese. And he thinks she's the fucking bee's knees, and she's very, very ordinary, to say the least. Ordinary looking. And so this has been the final straw for her. She's given him the fucking big Evo. And but the other Marine, they were like friends online, and this guy that fucking tried to dob me in, he said to this other Marine, "Don't tell Gary that we're friends." I have no idea why he said that, but that's what he said. Because I think I know, I don't know, or maybe I know them both at the same length of time. Roy's been in my videos, and well, both of them have. But Roy was actually fucking this girl before she went to him. So he was taking nude photographs of this girl, and she was taking nude photographs of him before she ever hooked up with him. Now, he tells me, the fucking drunk driver, he tells me that his wife, his girlfriend, left her husband for him. She'd already left her husband fucking years ago. That's when she was with fucking the other guy. Well, so I'm thinking of sending him a fuck. Was it a female Marine or a male Marine? You know that staph in England is a sexual transmitted disease. Staphylococcus. I will have to delete this video. So I was thinking of sending him a postcard saying Roy was there first. Go on, carry on with the convenience story. Oh, how can there be no staff? Were they locked up in the back room? You locked them up in the back room? Ed, were you also in the Marines? Is this in Okinawa? Is this in Japan? Oh, okay, so this is or is it in America? Well, that's in Japan, motherfucker. Hey, I'm getting confused now. Oh, so you weren't in the Marines, but you ended up for some reason with a Marine. Okay. I've heard of him in Iwakuni. Not as good as Iwakura. Yeah, but I know. But carry on with the story. What happened after that? Did you empty? Did you empty the register? Could you get in the register? So you didn't take anything then? Oh, so when you said there are cameras, that's when you decided it's not a good idea to take stuff. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But that's when you decided not to do anything. See, the other thing is when a lot of what happens now is the camera details are not on site. They usually go to a backup site. So a robber or would-be robber could not get access to the fucking tapes. So remind that next time you try to rob a convenience store. Okay, so you had to point out the error of his ways. So I'm saying, can I have a ad scan?
扱うんで、はい。
一号。
1号で、はい。
You can't come in this shop because my mate is fucking. Because my mate is that maybe that's it. He wanted you to fucking get your face on the camera while he. Mate, you're right. He was clever. I'm not sure it is. I'm getting drunk now. Oh, look at that! He's doing the. That's the machine. That's the second machine. Already prepared. Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they fucking dumb, man. I was in a parachute course, as you may remember, and the fucking paras on that, the paras. I was there with the Marines, and there were paras. Oh fuck, man, they were stupid. But when you're, but when you're being dropped in behind enemy lines to defend or fight a position, you've got to be fucking stupid. And I didn't realise either that if I got my wings, I would have been in the same fucking boat, so maybe not a good idea. I'll have to look at. I'm fucking glad I came in here tonight and met my neighbour, because that fucking 20,000 yen for 2 days and I don't know if it's available for, for single people. I don't mean as in one person, not in single. I don't want to give anyone the impression that I couldn't get a girlfriend, which I can't. Hey. Oh, this fucking sack is a bit shit. I was in Roppongi with my mate. We used to work with. We met up with some. I can't remember if the sailors or Marines. They were young and they were fucking. Well, they were young, so. Good idea. You can sit on the old guy's face. Maybe I should go to Hiroshima. You know, like after lockdown, maybe you should let other people drink all the fucking empty barrels first, you know. Fuck man, that's dodgy. It's been a long thread and no one else has fucking popped in. I must have pissed off everyone else off, Ed. This channel has been going 12 years and they're asking me to pay tax. Fucking... So how old were you at that time? Yeah, this I don't know what the Shibuya Scramble is, but it was something was on. I assumed it was from last night. I was guessing that, yeah. Yeah, I was assuming it was from last night. I've been watching a bit on TV, yeah. Is there any? I saw one police car. Are they getting troublesome? That thing that I showed you earlier on the TV, Ed. Can I tell you remote on Aru? Scotty. So I'm just trying to find it now, see if there's anything on there. So I've got 2 sets of gymnastic girls. There's nothing yet. Oh, the news, I'll leave news on. Maybe that'll come up on the news. Still some punks. Ed's a punk. Yeah, they should be That should be the basic requirements, yeah. Fuck man, this sake is fucking shite. So apparently, I thought they were making excuses for not putting the they were making excuses for not buying the chemicals to put into the bad water, and they're just pumping it into the fucking river because it's cheaper to pay the fines than fucking buy the fucking chemicals. Go and have a look. Jan is in Belgium, but I think he's half Japanese. Which Donald Trump described it as a nice city. Sumimasen. これもう一本。これちょっとまずい。
まずい。じゃあもう一回。まずい。これ生。
あ、no、これ。no、ない。できない。まずい。
まずい。じゃあもう一回。
ない、関係ないでしょ。一緒でしょ。瓶からある瓶。さっき瓶からの先ははい。No, it's not that. It's because they've only come back into business, and maybe the sake in the fucking machine. So it's the sake in the machine. Same with the lots of problems in the barrels. It's been sitting there a long time, and if they haven't been using it, you could get a bad drink or a bad fucking sake. And I think that's a. Believe me, Jan, I've drunk enough fucking sake and beer to tell when it's fucking good and when it's not good. Take my word for it. I'll show you the machine. Now, if that machine hasn't been cleaned out in the last few months, if that hasn't been cleaned out, or the sake has been sitting there for quite a long time because they haven't had as many customers, then it will go bad. Same with Guinness, so. I believe Guinness has got to be turned over fairly quick. I wish he had gone out to the vending machine to buy it because it had fucking tasted a lot better. It's a long time since I've seen one of those machines. What they usually do in other places is they put it into a fucking microwave. They take it out of the bottle, put it into a microwave and warm it up that way. Or out of a fucking Tetra Pak. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with. I don't think there's anything wrong with sake that comes in a Tetra Pak, without a doubt. But I fucking tasted wine from a Tetra Pak, a small wine. That was fucking awful. Oh no, plastic. At the Valor, they've got like wine in a little fucking white plastic bottle. Fucking awful. That's one of the worst drinks I've had. It really is. I haven't drunk it for a long time actually. No, I have reduced the. Maybe you're gonna try it out. In America, those same cartons have little pictures of kids that are being kidnapped. I'm not sure which one I get now, but like you can get. I didn't fucking live in here for 25 years. It's only the last few years I realised you could get a fucking bottle, a little box of sake for 100 yen. I've been paying 200 yen. Did you try it? No. Okay. Maybe just. I think my wa iro arimashita.
じゃあ大丈夫ですか？これ一回打ったらもうちょっとあれだから書いてあるんですけど大丈夫？
前より。
前より。
はい。OK、ありがとう。Yeah, I don't think there's a. Yeah, with the. Yeah, it's so shochu and sake is sold in those big boxes. I don't know, but it did taste different. But I think it was when I looked in the cup, the small cup, it was a little bit discoloured. How can you say that? It's famous for fucking paedophiles. From there you go. And I said that before Muslims popped up. We're gonna buy some chocolate for those little girls. But if you look at Britain had a vaccination rate of 85%. They had fucking 50,000 new cases. In Japan, its average is about 200 new cases this last week. 200 new cases, 125 fucking million people. What the fuck is happening in Britain? Well, Ed was just saying earlier that 100 years ago, it lasted 3 years. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't got an IV. It's about 70%, I think. See, but the thing is, in Japan, everybody's fucking 99% of people are wearing masks. And it's not just the masks. They're fucking, when they walk in a store, when they walk out of a store, they fucking spray their hands with alcohol. And I am betting you now, a pound to a penny, as my dad used to say, because he only had pennies. I bet you a pound to a penny that in most English shops, they don't have fucking alcohol on the doors. And I'm betting you now. Because they fucking don't give a fuck. Now, what they're talking about in Japan now, Jan, is that they're going to bring in maybe a tablet or a pill. I haven't had any jab yet, and with the way it's looking, I might not. My karate friend, he's 72 now, I think, And his doctor said to him, it's a waste of time taking the fucking jab. I didn't say that, Jan. I just heard the tablet, something like that. I think, but it's also the way they looked after people. They treated it totally. This is what I was saying. But the English government is not fucking looking into what happened, how they do it in Japan. In England, because they're fucking useless, they fucking sent people back from old people with COVID back to the fucking nursing home. 80 to 85% of the people that died in Britain were in nursing homes. Can they still find a butt plug for the size of your arse head? I thought they were like fucking... There was none left. When I was in the Marines, I used to go with this guy called Alan Nadin. He had the car, so I had to go with this guy to Manchester twice a week. And he told me this information. Believe this or believe this not. He had piles. And his mother-in-law, his wife's mother, used to put the piles back into his arse. Or give him the arse medicine. It was, I think she used to replace the piles, put back the piles from whence they came. His mother-in-law. There's something to ask your mum. Yeah, there you go, Jan. Exactly. If one country's lax, and I saw in England, they had the fucking some kind of football tournament, and it shows you these big people coming out of these football fucking stadiums, like tens of thousands of people. None of them wearing fucking masks. They just think, oh, it must be okay. In Japan, I see everyone, apart from me, everyone's got the fucking mask on. I just had a message from Rakuten. That was a memory. So I haven't been using this Wi-Fi. I've been using my Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's a close family, yeah. But the good thing is, tomorrow is a new month, so I get a new... but unfortunately, I don't think... It looks like the Wi-Fi is not working at this restaurant, which is a shame, because I like coming here. Right, Ed, I'll have to give it a month of no beer to see how many times I can fucking go without pissing in the night. I think I am back up to 4 or 5 times a night pissing. What about you, Ed? Or you, Jan? When I was in my 20s, I never did that because I was too fucking pissed. No, I don't know. It doesn't cost much, really. It's possible. Oh, the Wi-Fi is only 4,000 yen. Well, I just piss in plastic bottles and throw it out of the window. That's why my neighbour is not talking to me. And I am not going to ask him why he's not talking to me, because I think I know the answer. Yeah, the thing is, there's a very small gap between the houses, so no one can get in the gap to check out what I've been doing. There's a good possibility I might drop in that gap a load of fucking crap. No, I don't have a toilet. The water's not on because there's a water leak. That's a problem. And the water is very old. I know where the break is, but it's very difficult. I've tried everything. I've done all sorts, apart from knocking the bath out. I need to knock the bath out of the fucking wall. The plastic pipe that feeds this is encased in concrete, so I can't reach it. And now the bathroom is just full of fucking artifacts. So when I leave Japan one day and leave the house that it's in, the state, I'm sure I will be on television. And this is how Gaijin look after your property. But I did fucking pay $200,000 in fucking rent. And this is why the fucking landlady, I can't call a plumber. How much do you think it's going to cost for a plumber to fucking fix a fault where he needs to pull out the fucking bath and then fix it? I'm not paying fucking 100,000, yeah? So I bathe outside, I piss in bottles and shit at convenience stores. I am today's modern man. I am sure you guys wish you had so much freedom. I don't pay a water bill either. If it's a female plumber. It's quite funny that, because my auntie is called Kath. And that is what her husband, that was her nickname for her husband, a Kath eater. I can't, there's so much crap in the backyard. There's crap in the backyard, there's crap in the front yard. There's crap in 8 rooms. I'm a hoarder. I'm a hoarder from across the border. I should be getting some of that fucking money from that American government. Kathy and Keiko. I should make a song about doing it old school, shouldn't I? Let's put it this way. I'm sure that Ed probably has. Jan, have you ever used a newspaper to wipe your arse? This is, of course, after a shit. This is not just... This is just not a game. What about Ed? Have you used newspaper to wipe your arse? When I was a kid, that's all we had. Newspaper. Very rare we had toilet paper. Magazines are no good. I think I have as well, actually. And then I gave it a back. This. No, I've used a glossy magazine once. That was awful. Never use a glossy magazine. I should have said first. I took a leaf out of. I took a leaf out of Madonna's fucking book, but it was too glossy. Use grass. I've used grass once. I mean, grass that grows, not marijuana. I've broken up toilet rolls to when there was no paper. I once used a rabbit because the rabbit told me that shit didn't stick to his fur. He was wrong. I think I've been drinking too much. Ed, we know that sock. Was it a windsock? If you fart into a sock, is it a windsock? I make jokes up as I go along. Yeah, it's terrible when you've got the runs, isn't it? That's what someone said. There was this good for the craps, yeah. There was a on Instagram, I think it was, and there was this like elderly looking Caribbean guy with these long dreadlocks, and he looked really fucking fit. This guy, he was like in his 50s, 60s. He looked fantastic, and you know what I mean. And so what he was recommending was a cocktail drink of cucumber and pineapple, and that's supposed to like do a intestine cleanse. And I must so today what I did, I was about to buy a can of pineapple, and then the young lady was coming around with some fresh pineapple. I thought they were pineapple slices. So this afternoon I returned to the fridge. They're not slices, it's like just a fucking chunk of pineapple, a big round chunk of pineapple. So I chew into this, and then I get a fucking cucumber, I start biting the cucumber, and it does affect your slime. So if you want to cleanse your intestines, try cucumber and pineapple. It could also be good if you've got running water. Is this a joke coming up? You shut a fit. I don't know, you gotta wait, that's it. Yeah, no, it's too much hard work, that one is. But if it makes you happy, he did drown his wife in the swimming pool. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Pal, I know. There was a very charming girl. Did you see the last Doctor Who? It was a and Joe. Is it name her Jodie or Joe? She was the female Doctor Who, and she was on. She was on Graham Norton, and one of the guests were Rock, and the little black guy was Kevin Hart. But where she comes from, near Wakefield, I think it's called Shatterton or something like that. But but what they are called is a shat. So she said, she said on television, "I'm a shat lass," and she's a beautiful, really likable girl, and she's a good actor as well. And but that's in this area because it's not too. In fact, I think I actually did, Shatterton is at it, and I think I worked in this area when I was in when I lived in the Barnsley area, and like I say, Shatterton. Have you? I think that's right, yeah. And she said, "I'm a shat lass," and so of course it took Kevin Hart and The Rock by surprise. Yeah, there is. There was I lived in Barnsley, and the pub. I never forget this pub. This is from fucking. So I would have been like 18 or 19, and this pub near Sheffield. It was. I think it was in. I think it was at the outskirts of Barnsley. The name of this pub was called Tommy Treadlehoyle. This fucking, there's a way they say them as well. For example, Higham, Higham, is not Higham, it's Ickham. It's fucking brilliant. But these places are all over the world. Yeah, there's an American author, and he spent most of his life in Britain, and he does a book on the English language. His name won't come to me at the moment, but he does a fantastic. And I bought this book for my daughter and for my good Japanese friend, Mitsuo. And it's a great fucking book, and it explains all about the English language, why we use these words, why these words came into use. And one I can remember is, a bank teller. Well, that used to mean to count. So tell was another word for count, or the first word for count, and that's why they call them bank tellers. But he has all these fucking things in his book. Really, Bill, what's his name? Bill something. Yeah, that was one of his, and he wrote quite a lot of books about England, and he also went to America, and I think he did a similar thing. Yeah, there you go. It's a small world. But never go on the fucking ride at Disney called The Small World, because you will fucking kill yourself. As this guy walking past now 5 minutes ago, really big fucking strong guy, I'm wondering whether it was a mistake to call the Japanese worthless bastards on a video. But I was referring to in a counting house. I don't what does a counting house refer to money? I've heard of it, but I don't know what it means. Counting house, that's the Houses of Parliament, I believe. I don't know. I don't know. Is that a joke yet? I'm not sure, man. I have fuck. I'm lost here. So why did you get that job in England as an American? Have you got an English daddy? That guy's having the same problem with the steak that I had. Everybody's talking at me. I can't hear the words they're saying because they're speaking Japanese. Were you known as Count Draculhead? It's quite funny actually. People like to call Charles Dickens one of the greatest authors of all time. But to me, he was just a fucking miserable bastard. Have you ever seen the Where Do You Think You're From or something like that? He says it's a program that traces back people's genealogy. You know, like famous people, like Stephen Fry, for example. Oh no, well, he was famous for quite a lot of things actually, but that was one of his probably most famous. Oliver Twist, yeah. But he did not write the musical, but he's still fucking claiming for it. I think maybe his most famous is probably A Tale of Two Cities. Las Vegas and Reno. Ed, I don't think you've fucking read any books in the USA. The Catcher in the Rye. So when Mark Chapman shot John, the guy with the glasses, John Lennon, he was holding a copy of The Catcher in the Rye. Basically because he thought that, well, he was right, that John Lennon wasn't true, he was a fucking fake. So that's a very strange killing, that one. But I don't know how true, it is quite possible that the CIA the CIA were like fucking training him. But like, it was very strange how he shot. I didn't realise until recently that he shot John Lennon from behind. He didn't shoot him in front, he shot him behind, in the back. That's a nasty, nasty fucking crime. He wouldn't even face up to him. And there's a rumour that he was fucking brainwashed into doing it. He was flying all over the place before he went to fucking... before he went to America to find John Lennon. But as we all know now, that John Lennon was responsible for the breakup of the Beatles, and probably deserved it. Because after that, we got fucking banned on the run. Jesus, which Jesus? There are many, many Jesuses, just like there are many, many Mohammeds. Isn't that strange that you cannot publish a photograph of the fat bastard Mohammed, but you can call your child after the fat bastard Mohammed? Very strange. If any fucking crazy Muslim is watching, I'm kidding. It's Ed's fault. He lives in Las Vegas. You'll find him easy. When I was about 18 or 19, I saw a play at in my city, Sheffield Crucible, where the World Snooker Championships have been held since the 1980s. And I saw a play about the Beatles, and ever since I saw that play, in my mind, John Lennon was a cunt. And so I've always hated him. Same with John Lydon, Johnny Bellend, cunt. Ed Sheeran, cunt. I don't think Chapman is free today. I saw recently, unless they kept it quiet, but I saw recently that he failed his last parole board. What did Ed Sheeran do? I'll tell you what Ed Sheeran did. For several years, Ed Sheeran, he was working in London around the country, and he would ask, well, after he'd finished on the night playing his songs in the pubs and the clubs and the fucking live in the venues and everything like that, live nights, music nights, he would ask people, can you put me up for tonight? And people would put him up. They'd look after him, they'd take him on, because he was a talented kid. And but the thing, when he became famous, he shut off his fucking phone. So all the people that had helped him, they couldn't say, nice to see you doing that, now can we have a fucking ticket to your show? Or whatever, send me some cash, you fucking ginger cunt. He cut off his phone, so no one could contact him. So he's like my brothers. He's a fucking ungrateful fucking ginger bastard. Simple as that. That's why I don't like Ed Sheeran. I'm trying to think now, maybe they're fucking telling me that they're sending him bills for money. He could have done. It's very possible that he did shoot Amy Winehouse. Yeah, John Hinckley's free. Yeah. I think John Hinckley was definitely crazy, but I don't think Mark Chapman is really as crazy as John Hinckley. Yeah, he's been refused parole many times. Yeah, who wouldn't? But it should be pointed out that Ed Chapman, what's his name, Mark Chapman, he only kills musicians. So fucking Yoko Ono and their son are very, very safe. Yeah, look up Bill Burr when he's talking about Yoko Ono. What is fucking wrong with Beatles? What is wrong with these fucking men that they think I love my wife so much I'm gonna put her in the fucking same band as me? If you're in a fucking loser band, yeah, I can understand that. If you're fucking playing pubs and clubs, I can understand you putting your love in the fucking band with you. But when you're a fucking world-known fucking famous fucking musician, you don't put your fucking... They're not fucking musicians. His wife, Yoko Ono, Paul McCartney did the same thing with the blonde-haired girl. What do you call a dog with wings? Linda McCartney. Oh. Yeah, well, this is why he wants to get out and kill her, so he can get out. It's what you call a catch-22 situation. But she's fucking Japanese. She'll probably live until she's 95 or 100. How old is the cunt now? She's about 80 years old now, I think. Yeah, but they were working class guys without a doubt, but they certainly got fucking egos. Look, if you're without a famous musician or an actor, you're gonna have a fucking massive ego. It's as simple as that. You can't fucking help that. You're not a fucking normal person. You can't fucking help that. You know, they can speak and millions will fucking listen to what they say. So they might have been working class, but they transcended. They didn't trans, they transcended. No, without a doubt. Yeah, this is the joke I was trying to make, that she feared he would kill them, but she can't. You know, they can put a bracelet on him, you know. They can, where he is, they can put him in a fucking... Look, Yoko Ono's a fucking cunt. Simple as that. And I think if he did kill her, he'd be doing everybody a fucking favour. But like I said, the way he killed him is probably deserves what he gets. So it was in 19. I remember where I was when he was shot. I just passed a gun to Mark Chapman. We just had a massive breakfast in Sheffield. No, you can't shoot Sean. Sean's a nice kid. You can't shoot him. Don't say that. And we just had a big breakfast. It was like fucking 8:30 in the morning, 9 o'clock. And my mate said, oh, he came on the radio. That's what he came on the radio. John Lennon's been shot. And that's where we were. I do remember where we were when John Lennon was shot. I remember where I was when Kennedy was shot. I was in the nursery cot trying to get some fucking sleep. Teacher comes in, John Lennon fucking JFK's been shot. Can I get some fucking sleep or what? I was only 4, but I fucking wanted my sleep. I think Sean's a good lad. I think real torture for Mark Chapman would have been making him to listen to Yoko Ono's records. Right, guys, I'm going to get off because my internet provider is sending me messages. It could be bad. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.